Showdawee TV! What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rody. I'm back with another album review for you guys, and this time it's TDE's own ScHoolboy Q from his 4th studio album, Black Face.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments. Why?
Alright guys, welcome back. So this album was just released and I'm a huge ScHoolboy Q fan, so I've been really waiting for this album ever since he actually announced it a few months back. So as soon as it came out, I was really anxious to hear it. And the first song that hurt my ears is called Torch. Now it's featuring Paak, another fellow California native. It's nothing special really about this song, and it kind of made me sit back and was like, uh-oh, is this album not going to be good? Because it has 17 songs. But after I skipped that song and let it play through, I was fairly pleased from the first couple songs. Now, you know the singles that were released, That Part and Groovy Tony, they've really been shooting up the charts, and a lot of people have been loving it, especially the That Part song. I mean, Kanye's verse on that has definitely allowed him to come back in and say, hey y'all, I'm not Kanye crazy, I'm still Kanye that y'all love from College Dropout. And ScHoolboy Q's definitely been hitting it with the hard lyrics. Everybody's loving this song, and I am too. But we're really gonna focus on the songs that a lot of people have not heard aside from those two. So Groovy Tony and That Part will not be muchly talked about in this review. So the first set of songs we're gonna talk about is called Lord Have Mercy. Now this is the actual best intro after the crappy Torch song that I've heard from ScHoolboy Q since his last album. This is really cool and mellow beat that you'll actually see the tempo flow throughout this entire album. A lot of jazz inspired beats from the in-house producers that TDE houses in, and it's really smooth, and it actually makes me feel like it's the kind of beat that you'll hear when you're watching like an old school like Boys in the Hood type movie, when they kind of cruising down the street and just kind of looking out when they about to start shooting something up. It's a real dark beat, but it kind of make you feel like, yo, let's ride out and just commit some shit. So I really like that song, and it's kind of, that's kind of the whole emphasis of this album, is talking about ScHoolboy Q's past, is how he was and where he's at now. So it's really a coming of age album in my opinion. I think this is a great song to kind of give everybody an open book of what may be coming towards through this album. Now the next song that I really liked is called Kno Ya Wrong. It samples the Commodore's Summertime Madness, which is one of my favorite instrumentals of all time. I'm sure you've heard it in a lot of commercials and newer songs and old school songs, so it's definitely a win in my heart from that. And I also liked the actual lyrics on this song. It's really just ScHoolboy Q talking about, no matter what you did, I'm still gonna do me. And again, it's that smooth kind of jazz-filled beat that really helps throughout the album. And it actually plays into well with the follow-up song called Ride Out. Now I gotta be honest, it's 2 songs on this album that really epitomize the gangster rap feel that ScHoolboy Q is giving off. Ride Out features Vince Staples, and it's amazing. Like, I really was listening to this on my way to work, and I was ready to commit a crime. I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to pull over and kick an old lady or something. Like this song is really aggressive, hard bass, and you can just feel it in your bones that he was really stepping back into his Crip mentality, and I loved it. Ride Out is definitely one of my favorite songs on this album. Also, the next song is called Whatever You Want. Now, if you were a ScHoolboy Q fan like me, you can tell that he has 2 sides. Somebody who caters to the hardcore lyrical fans, and the one that caters to the fans that go to those 50,000 people festivals that have, you know, all the artists from around the world come. I say that to say this song is an EDM inspired song similar to you know, Hell of a Night that he had on his last album, that has that kind of bounce feel and that you can hear them play in the club to escalate the mood. It's definitely a dope song. It's really catchy. I feel like this may be the follow-up single that should come out that can play on through the summer into the winter. And it's really cool. I like this song a lot. I've never heard the person that's featured on this song, but I do like her. She sounds really cool and compliments ScHoolboy Q. So this is definitely a good song that's on the album as well. Alright, now another one of my most favorite songs on this album is called Dope Dealer. It's featuring E40, aka E40 Water, and his verse is great. It's the classic E40, you know, saying crazy words and just emphasizing on different lyrical points, and it's just great. E40's always a win if you have him on your single. But my favorite thing about this song is that ScHoolboy Q took a cue from Dormtainment. Now, if you don't know who Dormtainment is, they are a comedy group that started on YouTube. They've got a lot of videos out there, and they had a cool video that blew up last year called Do Your Damn. Now I'm gonna play a little bit of clip of that, and it also played the song that ScHoolboy Q used. It's at the 3-minute mark of his single, and you'll see where he got that cadence in the song from. I thought it was pretty cool that he took from them and switched it up a little bit and made it pretty dope.
Hey y'all, look at this. Damn, watch me shoot, and watch me miss. Damn, watch me watch you. Watch me watch this. these shoes, they looking crisp. Damn!
White stones, panties gone, boom. 2 phones, many on, boom. Bankrolls, hella hoes, boom. Big dope, blow your nose, boom.
So as you can see, you can definitely tell the comparison, the similarities between the two. Thought it was pretty cool, and I tried to reach out to Dormtainment to let them know that hey, he took a little bit of you guys' swag and put it on his album to give him a little shout out. So we'll see if they pay attention to it, but I did like that, and I think it's a pretty cool hook for the end of that song. That great song is followed up by John Muir. Now this is a song that's just Schoolboy Q, and I think it was made specifically to complement Schoolboy Q's style. The beat has 2 types of styles. The first hook is going to be just real smooth and mellow, and then it changes to a more kind of aggressive, smooth jazz style. And I think that's kind of Schoolboy Q's style, is a little bit of lyrical heavy side, but also a smooth side, which is a lot in this album. I gotta say that he definitely showed his versatility of being a rapper. He also has a song with SZA, another TDE member, on this album, and I think that's one of the best R&B songs on here, as well as another R&B song on here with Miguel. Now, Schoolboy Q is really killing it towards the end of this album. Again, I told you it's 17 songs, and he's really just allowing himself to do different things. He's not just coming heavy on this album with the gangster style. He's still showing that kind of R&B tip with just a little bit more smooth jazz inspired songs, and the features complement well. They're not taking over, they're really allowing Schoolboy Q to flourish, in my opinion. I think that's really good. That's what you want on your album. Now the final 2 songs I want to mention are the last 2 kind of gangster songs on here, called Str8 Ballin and Tookie Knows II. Now Str8 Ballin is another just gangster song, hard, just him rapping about, yo, I've came from nothing, now I'm here. He said, I used to drop out of school, but now I'm rolling up my weed on my diploma. He's just really saying, yo, I came from nothing and now I'm here making all the money in the world. And you gotta respect that, and I really like this song. And it kind of goes well into the final song on the album called Tookie Knows II. Now this is a follow-up to his song that he had on a previous album, and I really think that this is probably one of my favorite songs on the album. Like, it's just a great song. The visuals for this that he dropped about 2 weeks ago really goes hand in hand with the song. It features 2 of his fellow rapping friends, a guy named TC and Traffic, and they really do well. They're not amazing rappers, but they do a good job on the song with Schoolboy Q, and he just outshines everybody on this song, and I really like it. So all in all, Showdawees, I really gotta say this is probably my favorite hip-hop album of the year. Out of 17 songs, there are only 2 songs in total, Torch and Black Thought. Those are the only songs I hate on this album, and it's only because they just didn't resonate with me. So 15 songs of straight great beats, production, rhymes, features. You really gotta expect nothing less than from Schoolboy Q and TDE. I mean, they've used their in-house producers to allow the artist to really grow and develop, but he also goes out of the box and tries to do a little bit different, like I said, with the EDM song, with Whatever You Want, and then goes really hard with songs like Tookie Knows and, you know, Roll Out. So I really love this album. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. I hope this review wasn't too long. I was just really excited about it. It's very good. I'll be listening to this for months and months to come. Definitely a great follow-up to Oxymoron, and I definitely think Schoolboy Q will have a #1 album on his checklist again. So you guys let me know down below what you think of this album, as well as if you see I should review any other albums. I'll keep these coming for y'all, and y'all know how I do, man. Showdawee TV, out.